Welcome to the city of Tokyo. You can see the Japanese flag flying in the distance. And there, what looks like a very futuristic school. We'll explain exactly what that is in a moment. But in this episode, I'd like to talk to you about this being April. This is the month where kids start to go to school. In the United States, it's September. In Japan, the new school year starts in April. So over the last few days, we've been seeing a lot of kids going into their Japanese school, many of them taking pictures with their family because it is their first day at classes. For a lot of them, they're freshmen, so they have orientation and whatnot. And joining me is the masked warrior himself, PVG. You know you're going to end up with a mask tan around your face and mask. You know that, right?
My son has that. It's hilarious.
This I can't do that.
Coming through here, and yeah.
I draw a line where everybody's been vaccinated and boosted, and if we're social distanced outdoors in the sun.
So I can take it off?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh,
I'm not gonna protest. I can't understand why. How come the kids don't wear masks? So how come we have to?
Well,
I don't get it. So I guess people wear the masks even though they're outdoors and socially distanced because they like to, or they just have a hay fever.
it's a shame thing.
It probably is, right? So don't worry about it, folks. We're taking all the precautions that you need to take here. So we're at social distance, except for the pigeons who are very cheeky, and they're going to be attacking PVG's finely polished blue shoes.
Hey, these are actually kangaroo skin shoes.
No, they are not.
They are. They absolutely are.
Were they
These are a Japanese...
ethically slaughtered kangaroo?
Absolutely.
How do you know? Were you going to go down under and check?
They sneak up on them and take them out before they know anything that happened to them.
The pigeons you're talking about?
These are a Japanese brand. For those who are interested in Japanese clothing, Spingle is the brand, and they're super comfortable. And when you come to Japan, you can buy them. Soles that last forever. Look at that.
Do they? They look a little worn down.
Are they now? Oh yeah, they're getting worn, so they don't last forever. But they've been lasting years, and they're really nice. Spingle, check them out.
All right, well, thanks for the plug for some corporate company you're probably bringing in dollars from.
Why don't you show them what's left of the sakura here?
Okay, I will, as we talk about the topic of today's live stream, which is sending your kids to Japanese school. Leo just started nursery school, believe it or not. He just turned 1, and in Japan that's a thing. And I'm kind of skeptical, but we did it anyways. And I'm going to talk about that as well as this man who has experience sending his kids to school.
Yeah.
This is your kid. Kid. Sorry.
Do you know something I don't, John?
I don't know, but I'm
Please
just
share.
assuming, yeah.
Please share.
Right.
So Joji, my son Joji, he's 12. And as John mentioned, the school year in Japan begins in April. And he is a 7th grader. Today is his very first day. Yesterday we had the orientation ceremony, which I sat
Did you wear a suit?
I did. I wore a suit. 3 hours, agonizing hours of introductions, but actually it went pretty smoothly and quickly. It's just interesting how structured everything is. The kids, the schoolmaster stands up and he tells them to stand, and they all stand at the same time. And
it's like
bow.
military.
They say, they means bow, they bow. Yeah, it's very militaristic, including the uniform. You want to see his uniform?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we have to buy these uniforms, and it's not cheap. It was about $1,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah. All the kids have to buy the same uniform. They all wear the exact same uniform.
Armani?
Well, it's a bit. Well, I won't. I'll let you see it, and you can make your own opinions.
All right.
I'm not crazy about it because it's very militaristic and kind of like, I don't want to say communist, but it's old Meiji era. It's a traditional style uniform, and they like it. The kids like it. They think it's cool, and it's
because of anime. Because it's all been in anime. It's all romanticized with cartoon characters that have superpowers and uniforms.
Maybe. Well, here it is.
But all uniforms, all superheroes wear uniforms. So
can we see it? Okay.
Yeah, we see.
I don't want to show the school name.
Okay, no, you don't see the school name, but yeah, it's very militaristic looking outfit.
So it's got you can see the collar. I mean, it is cool. It is cool. Ah!
Ah!
Come on.
Let's get them
Let's
out
finish
of
it. Stay focused
sorry.
here for a second. So it's cool. It's cool. There are cooler ones though. They've got some sailor kind of themed ones, and some wear caps.
Sailor Moon?
Yeah. But I'll get used to it. But the thing is, you spend $1,000 for this suit, and he has to wear it for 3 years. This is junior high school. Well, kids grow. This is a period when they're growing, and pretty rapidly. So you buy a suit that they grow into. So it's actually kind of loose fitting. So you see all these kids in really ill-fitting suits, and it's kind of hilarious.
That kid in the blue is taunting me. He ran away just now, but he's looking for action.
John Dobb, you have the attention span of a gnat.
So, okay,
Focus for a second.
all right, let's move back to the topic at hand here. So your son looks like an animation character, and he's proud of it. He likes his uniform?
Yeah.
How many uniforms does he have? Do they wash it
One.
every day?
Well, that's the
Are you
point.
kidding?
One. Because they're too expensive. So you buy one suit, and it's wool, it's hot, and he has to wear it throughout the summer. They got
a summer uniform? I've seen it. The girls they hike up their skirts and have a summer look, and they lower it down in the winter.
Right, and the boys hike up their pants like Huck Finn.
Well, no,
I
they
don't
got
think
shorts.
so.
They have a shorts version of it.
No, they don't. Not at this school.
Well, why doesn't he? Can't he just go to any school? If you don't like the uniform, go to a different school?
Well, choose the school based on the uniform?
Well, can you choose the school that you can go to, or you're locked in, or is it? I heard it's based on grades too. So if he's dumb, he goes to a dumb school, and if he's smart, he goes to a smart school.
Well, it depends. So this is a public school that he's going to. So there are exams you can take to go to a private school, but the uniforms are just as militaristic. I don't know. I don't know. But I have mixed feelings about the uniform. I see the benefits of having a uniform, obviously, so all the kids are equal. So that's a good thing. But he seems to really like it so far, and he was so excited about going to this new school and meeting new friends, and joining clubs. They have these social circles. So all the kids are encouraged to join some sort of extracurricular activity, and that begins in junior high school. So he's this week, or probably next week, they'll decide on some sort of extracurricular activity.
Right, club sports, right?
Yeah.
In Japan, they're very famous for having the clubs or circles. I don't like circles.
Yeah.
I don't like circles because I've never been in the circle.
You weren't.
I've always had to create my own circles.
Okay.
And invite people, and people I didn't, I would keep them out of the circle. Circle of trust. You see Meet the Parents? Circle of trust.
Okay.
I was always
You like
outside of
circles.
every circle, and in Japan, they're very fearful of outsiders. This is one reason, these circles, I'm not being facetious here, why I think some Japanese are somewhat, I don't know,
Suspect.
unfriendly, I think, for people that they don't know, or
Yeah.
inviting to new people into circles.
Yeah.
The circle's already been established. You're not in the circle.
Right.
Please wait till April to join our circle, and these are adults. They bring this through life. I've noticed it's very hard to make Japanese friends in the city of Tokyo. On the countryside, maybe a little bit easier,
Yeah.
but still, I don't know. I think for me, I think the circles have something to do with it.
Perhaps, but it's like any sort of extracurricular activity. Japan's not alone in that sort of environment. But it is important to make new friends and find people who are interested in the same sort of things that you're interested in. So he's got to decide what club he's going to join, whether it's sports or if it's like journalism or acting or something.
Wow, I thought it was more like kendo or
that as well. There's all kinds
synchro
of
swimming.
these.
Like
Right.
I didn't know that was so. And Brandania, thank you. I saw that came in here, and Vaughn is here. Vaughn
Hey,
is
Vaughn.
is one of Peter's big fans here.
Right.
Okay,
She's a
so
fan of mine too.
we did sing her happy birthday once, didn't we?
Did we?
I don't know.
But can I say one more thing about these circles? We all know how you feel about circles now. But the thing that bugs me is once they get into the circle, can become all-encompassing. So his summer break, they're busy with these circles during summer break. And that's when he and I go back to America to give him English exposure. So my wife and I are battling about this right now. She's like, no, he can't go for 3 weeks like usual. He's gonna have this circle. My girl, Let's not go there. English takes precedent over circles.
That's right.
Talk to John Dobb.
You just tell her to call me, and I will.
I'm gonna.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll make her
Get her
wish
off
that.
these circles.
Yeah, I'll make her wish that she didn't even talk to me. That's how hard I'll be on this. Look, I'm more of a C guy. I'm not an O guy. C is an open circle. I invite everybody into my circle. Please, sir.
Yes.
Entree, s'il vous
Wait,
plaît.
let's see if
I
he'll
have-
come. Let's see if he'll come into your circle here. Come here.
Okay, there.
Come on. Don't go in that circle. Let's see. He's smart. These pigeons are
These
smart.
are psychological.
Oh no.
Do it. Go in the circle. Well, you have to open the circle. Hold on. Okay.
So it's got a passageway.
Yeah.
What if I drop a piece of bread in there? Will they go into the circle?
They'll all go in the circle.
Don't
if
go in
you
that
drop
circle. Don't go in that
bread.
circle.
No!
That was close.
No.
Here comes another guy. Go into that circle. Oh,
Go in the
they're
circle.
smart.
Go. Hey, take the
The
drawbridge.
pigeons are
I
against circles
made
too.
it there. Okay. These are birds of prey, writes in Mod. So, anyways, back to the circle. So,
Yeah.
in Japan, it's all about the circles, and there's study circles. There's almost demographic circles. The rich people circle. The poor people circle.
Right.
There's all sorts of circles here in Japan. I don't like that.
Well, but again, it's important. It's important for young kids. But like you said, they do bring it through life because, they have these music circles. My wife still is friends with these people that she had these music circles with
Clicks.
in high school. Yeah, it's very cliquey. But it keeps them united throughout life, and I think that's important.
We've always been outsiders. I've always been the outsider. Have you ever been on the inside? Very few things am I an insider on.
In Japan,
Yeah.
or anywhere.
I've always been the outsider. I've had to
that's
bust my
understandable.
way in, break down circles with laughter, good humor,
Right.
food. Make people, you know what you do? You go to a circle and you infect the circle and make them feel like that you're in the circle that they should be in, and break their circle down or poach them.
Well, you did actually have a circle.
I did,
You
yeah.
created that yakiniku circle.
Well, why do you think I did that?
Why did you dismantle it?
Well, how many times were you invited?
Once.
Exactly. Were you even?
hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Well, that was like 10 years ago. I didn't know you that well back then.
But actually, I think I might have made it to the very last one.
I
You
think
did
you
invite
were-
me multiple times, but
I did invite him. Don't worry. You were in my circle. Let's talk about our kids. My son just started nursery school, I guess
Preschool.
we would say. We'd say maybe nursery school in English. And it was just weird because it seems like it's kind of too young for him to go out and do anything. It seems like daycare, but it's not daycare because they're learning stuff too.
well, how many hours a day is he there?
Well, it's interesting. The first day he was there just for an hour, which he cried most of it. And apparently the teacher said that Leo was looking at the door for the entire hour for
The escape
Kanai and I
routes.
to come back,
Right.
right? And we didn't for an hour. And then he was really happy when we came back. Then the next day was 2 hours. And
Baby steps.
yeah, he was a little bit better. Today it's half a day.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're gonna pick him up at 2:30. Actually, Kanai is going to pick him up right now, and see how he is
Right.
doing.
He'll probably be crying when she shows up because he doesn't want to go home.
It seems like it's a little bit too young to break him down. It's like he's going to work when we drop him off at the preschool, at the nursery school. I don't.
Well, do you have any prep? When Joji was going to the hoikuen, they call it, the daycare.
Yeah, Horokuen, yeah.
I had to set up his futon at the beginning of the week on Monday. We had to make they give you all the measurements of the cover for the futon. You have to make your own futon cover, and you have to set it up every week, and then take it down on Fridays, bring it home, wash it, come back, set it up again. His name is stitched on the thing.
Yeah,
How
name
about
on
you?
everything. We had to buy a stamp to stamp all the diapers, so his name is on all of his diapers. It's on all his clothing.
Right.
He's basically just been tagged. All right? They can't just say, okay, he's got black sneakers. No, it's Rio's name is on all this stuff.
Right.
So,
His diapers as well.
we had to do a big show, and I'll put it on Instagram stories. Can I
put
made
the
about
diapers on there.
She had about 100 diapers all lined up, and she stamped all his name on it on the booty part of it. I was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "This is for preschool. This is the way you do it." I said, "I don't like it. Do we have to send him?" But then we have to, or else we never get anything done
right,
with him there.
It's
But
a catch-22.
they didn't even tell me how much I got to pay for this. I said, this is free, right? And she said, no. She said, well, I don't even know how much I'm paying for this.
You pay for the daycare?
I don't know. It's not free, is it?
If it's in your coup, I think it's free, or it's very nominal. It's not much.
I don't even.
Much.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't tell me a fee. They
Right.
just send you a bill. So you said it was $1,000 for one suit for Joji.
Yeah.
One suit for a cool grand. That's
Yeah.
robbery, and you
Right.
have no choice where you can buy it. It's a monopolized place.
Totally monopolized. So these clothiers obviously have contracts with the government or with the coup, and there's multiple shops of different shops that are making these suits that contract out with the school district, but all the kids have to wear the same one.
Wow.
And same thing with the preschool, which you will find out soon. Well, not real soon, but in the next few years, you're gonna have to buy one of those backpacks, leather backpacks. They're German,
Nursury. Yeah.
Well, those are $500 each.
What?
Yeah.
Can I get them at Donkey or something for 99?
No.
I've seen them there. It's synthetic leather.
Okay, you don't want to do that. You don't want to embarrass the kid.
Well, how do they know it looks real?
John,
What do they
in
burn it with a
Japan,
lighter to see
the
how?
nail that sticks out gets hammered down.
He's already sticking out because he's half me. Okay? Look, I say if you're gonna be different, be all the way different.
right.
Wear
Okay.
different suits. I want him to wear different color suits. What would happen
Right.
if he went from a different
Like
suit
in
from somewhere
like
else?
a baby blue one.
Yeah, one made in Vietnam.
Try it. See what happens.
They're pretty good tailors.
See how
there.
long it lasts before that hammer gets hammered.
Who
in.
drops the hammer? The other students, or is it the principal, or is it the teacher? How do they know
it's the
a
other
fake?
kids.
How would they know that it is not a real suit from that one place? If you have a tailor in Vietnam,
Oh, here's a sumo wrestler in his civvies.
he's on his
Hey, are
sumo
sumo
break.
wrestlers supposed to have kids?
Come on. All right, just get back to it. So like, why? If you got a bootleg suit
Yeah.
and nobody knew, could you not do that? It
Well,
has to be from the tailor,
Well,
the
it has-
principal.
Well, the suits, the uniforms have to be exactly the same as all the other. That's the whole point, so that all the kids are equal, right?
But what if it's like a suit that looks almost the same? A fake North Face jacket and a real North Face jacket? I gotta be honest with you, I went to the silk market in Beijing. I bargained that down to $20. It was a $500 North Face jacket. Nobody knew, and I took it
was
to
a
Tibet.
knockoff?
Yeah, and I took that jacket, this is 1999. I took that jacket all the way to the Tibetan,
and they let you in with,
Well,
with fake stuff.
well, they did, but the point was this,
That's
Peter.
punishable by
All right?
death.
No, the point was this. I took that fake North Face jacket to where the actual climbers that had real North Face goods were, and they all asked me where I got my jacket. All right? This is the British team. We played soccer or football with the British team at base camp of Mount Everest. This is the
Wow.
year 2000.
Did you climb Everest?
To the base camp, yeah.
Okay, in that fake North Face jacket.
In the fake North Face jacket, and they asked me where I got that jacket, and I said $20 silk market in Beijing.
And then they beat the sneezes out of you.
No, then they said they paid full price, like $500 or something,
Oh,
and we
geez.
compared it. But they liked the design, which is
Wow.
amazing. But my point is this: never
Yeah,
mind
what is
that.
your point? Please get around
Like,
to that.
if he can get a suit that looks the same,
Yeah.
but it's just someone else that did it, is it not acceptable?
Well, let us know how it turns out. And are you getting thirsty?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
All
So
right, let's get out of here. You know what? It's
Hey, what-
frustrating.
he's getting close to our circle.
It has nothing to do with the $1,000. I'm unhappy to pay that. Nobody, stop following us. I'm unhappy to pay the $1,000. First of all, I just want to make that clear. I think that's a ripoff, and
Well,
I want them to. How do they source it? Is this like organic wool?
they're nice. They are nice clothes, just like the Dandoser are nice backpacks.
All right.
Um,
All right,
yeah. So
Saya rates
Hokusai.
in-
Let's talk just for a second about Hokusai. So this is one of the. He was an ukiyo-e artist back in the Edo period. This is the museum dedicated to Hokusai. And one of his most famous bodies of work is the 36 views of Mount Fuji.
Oh, right, yeah.
And this is a mosaic version of one of his ukiyo-e woodblock prints. I have yet to go inside the museum, but it's a really cool structure.
He's the one who
Beautiful.
also made this very iconic wave, right?
Yeah, that's
And I believe
the
you can
Great
see Mount
Wave
Fuji in the
of
distance.
Kamakura.
Everybody's seen this one.
So he was born here in Ryogoku, or in this area. Oh, hi guys. These are ladies from my chat.
Oh,
Oh, oh, picture cut. Okay. So yeah, this is the Great Wave of Kamakura, I believe, and it's the most iconic woodblock print that Hokusai.
oh yeah. Everybody steals this
Everyone
image of
knows
the
it.
wave with
Yeah.
claws. I love it.
But it's so Japanese looking when you look at it. The drawing style and.
Yeah, there's
Of
one
course,
of
that Mount
Elmo
Fuji here.
surfing it or something. I remember seeing some.
Jeez.
You don't remember that one? There's a couple of. That could be also one of those bootleg
Oh, you think?
jobs. Yeah, look, see, we
You
put
don't
our
think
mask on when
Hokusai-
we leave the park because we know that it's a little bit more congested on the streets. Even though there's nobody on the streets here, we still put on our mask, don't we? Like, I have mine on too. We're just very concerned and guilted into doing it because it seems like it's the right thing to do, but everybody is wearing the mask, so you better do it too.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking you up the street here to my friend's shop.
Oh, cool. So we could talk a little bit more about this. Yeah, I'm just worried. I had this dilemma, Peter, of what, like, I can't wear this mask. So should I send Leo to international school or should I send him to the Japanese school? International school is pretty pricey here
Oh,
in
yeah.
Tokyo, right?
Real pricey.
Really pricey. Did you have to think about this? Did you have reservations on sending
Well-
Joji to there? Or was it just your wife, who is Japanese, was all in on it? Or?
Well, our logic is I'm still in the process of talking her into the international school route for high school.
Ah,
Now, high school here is 10, 11, 12. So junior high goes through 9th grade.
Right.
I'm gonna take this off. So it is very pricey and it ranges on the low end about $20,000 a year on up to 30 something for the top school. So it's very expensive and cost prohibitive for most people. So kind of grappling with that. But the logic for my plan for his future is to get all the kanji. By junior high, they've learned all the kanji. So
so he knows more than all of us.
Oh,
or
yeah.
both of us together, yeah, wow.
yeah, in fact, I think he just finished 6th grade. I think by 4th or 5th grade, they have the majority of the kanji. The kanji studying in class is finished. So they continue, of course, to practice it and write and stuff in kanji. But the logic for me is and for my wife is to get all the kanji learned and be very, very fluent in Japanese, and then go to the international school, which still has Japanese education, but is more focused on English. So that's kind of what we're thinking. So I've got a couple more years to save my pennies.
So let me ask you this: how is he turning out? I don't want Leo to buy into the way of thinking in Japan. I want him to be a critical thinker who can think independently.
Well, that's largely up to you.
Right.
And so far, I've been successful with Joji.
Because parents can't compete with friends when they get to like 12 and 13.
But if you continually remind him that, there are two ways of thinking.
Like his friends are stupid. Do you tell him that?
No. But I constantly remind him that he has both cultures and he should embrace both of them. And he's cool with it. He's proud of his English ability. He's not ashamed of it at all.
Right. I heard that kids can be ashamed being better or different in that way.
Like I said, it's here
Smarter.
the culture is the nail that stands out gets hammered down. They don't want to be different. And
Right.
so far, he's cool with it, and his classmates are cool with it, knowing that he's a mixed race kid.
Oh, this is the place that
Yeah, this
we
is my
went to a couple of Christmases ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, I
So
can smell that chai.
Oh man, Hi there. So the chai, hey, there's Richard. This is my good friend Richard.
Oh, there's Richard.
Richard Allen is the owner of My Chai.
Nice to see you.
Hey, we didn't even tell you we're coming and filming, huh? How rude. How are you?
Yeah, well, very well, thank you.
I love this location. It's right across the street from the Edo Museum.
Yeah.
And the chai here is outstanding. So he has, well, why don't you tell us about your chai a little bit? Can you tell us about your chai?
It's very drinkable.
Drinkable. That's important, yeah.
It's created for Japan,
Okay.
so its sweetness is kind of toned down. Usually chai is really sweet. So this is less, so Japanese kind of like that. And it is quite good as it is. And it's full of spice, and it's freshly made, and wow, it has some impact.
Yeah, we can smell it. It smells absolutely amazing in this corner.
This will be by far the best chai you ever have. The spices in it. It's just a real.
As someone who's half Indian with family there, it's gonna be hard.
You be the judge.
But yeah, I bet you it will be. Yeah, I bet it will be. Yeah. Okay. Should we get a couple of chai then for?
Well, I've actually
Consumption.
had one today, so you can get a cup of chai.
Okay, I'll have a cup
And I
of chai.
recommend you try his croissant waffles. What do you call it? A croffle or
Sure.
a croffle? You call it whatever you want.
And it's
Ca-
infused with
Really?
cardamom.
Cardamom is a spice in it,
Right.
and it's lightly glazed on the top, and oh man, to die for.
Wow.
So highly recommend you get one of these croffles.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Richard is a great baker. I first fell in love with his baking prowess with the cinnamon rolls
Oh.
that he makes on special occasions now. Just awesome. Like the best cinnamon roll you've ever had.
Really?
Like infused with some lemon in the icing, and oh man,
Oh.
fantastic.
Okay, I'll have a chai croffle seto. Nagajima.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
So
It's a nice warm day. I guess you get more of an experience if it's hot, right? Or
I think it's that's fair to say, but ice is a little smoother and
okay, let's go ice then. I've never had an iced chai before.
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, they're both very different in flavor.
It's funny because India is like 40 degrees Celsius, like 100 degrees outside. People still drinking hot chai.
Yeah.
We should, the culture who invented those zero should start to think maybe ice might be good in the drink.
Right.
I've never had iced chai in India.
Never in India.
Yeah, never. Yeah.
It's laughable actually.
If you have an iced drink,
Yes.
Really?
I've had Indian nationals laugh at me, in a nice way. Oh, no. Like some people who've come here and said, I've never had an iced chai.
No iced chais in India, right?
So it's a different twist, and it's quite nice.
it's really good. They're both super good.
Well, I'm actually very excited about this.
Yeah.
I haven't had iced chai before.
So when you come to Tokyo, you got to check out My Chai here in Ryogoku. Great location. But also, they're opening next week their second branch in Ebisu, on the main drag in Ebisu,
Oh yeah.
which I'm excited to check out as
Cool.
well. I work there often, so.
You're gonna help me eat this crowaffle, right? Because
Croffle? Yeah,
croffle,
sure.
yeah, because I'm really.
I'll take a
Kind of.
bite of it.
Yeah.
I actually had a little bit earlier.
Oh
Is
great.
that to go? Or
Yeah, we could do that to go. Yeah, better do it to go. All right, I'll leave a $5. They're actually changing the currency, aren't they? They're gonna have new people on the front of the money.
Is that real?
It is real.
Well, oh, okay, interesting. You can see can you see that?
Oh,
The watermark?
Watermark, yeah.
In the middle there, the same face.
It's pretty cool. Scotty, you absolutely do need smell-o-vision. Oh, that's genius. Look at it's in the bag there.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
So this chai has been brought to you by Tig, with love. Thank you, Tig.
Thanks, Tig.
Yeah. Does Japanese money have a smell? Well, I licked it once and it tasted kind of suspicious, like a leather wallet.
Rice flavored.
Yeah. I think Leo might have put a coin in his mouth once before he pulled it out really quickly.
Oh, you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Don't leave money laying around.
I remember as a kid the taste of the copper pennies. Did you ever put a copper penny in your mouth when you were a kid?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't eat it.
There you go.
I don't.
Can I grab that for you? You got
yeah,
it?
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow,
Thank you.
look at that. That's pretty
You
cool.
can sit down here on the bench.
Okay.
Why don't you show them that neat? Well, that's a cool motorcycle.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, okay. You know what? Stay tuned for in a couple of minutes. I'm going to show you that beautiful design you see on the gas cap there.
Gas tank.
Gas tank. That's a pretty sweet ride. All right, let's
Yeah,
try
and
this.
it's actually very fitting being in this neighborhood. You'll find out why.
That's a big ice cube in there. Oh wow, that's a lot of spice.
What do you think?
Oh, it's good.
Give us your Indian opinion.
India has to start upping their game and getting
Right.
cold drinks.
Isn't that super flavorful?
It's very flavorful. It's not too sweet too, and I like it. Indian chai is very sweet. They put a lot of sugar in there. This is really well balanced.
Well, what turns me off about the Indian restaurants, and there's a lot of Indian restaurants
Wow.
here in Japan, their chai is always just steaming hot milk with very little flavor.
Well, most of the people working at the Indian restaurants aren't Indian here. They're Nepalese or
Sure.
Yeah.
But still, this is something extraordinary. There's so much spice in there, and it's just really flavorful.
I do like the ice cubes too. They're really nice. The thing with India though, it's hard to have, you're suspicious of the ice cubes. Where'd they come from, right? You don't want to drink the water, so
Yeah. Well,
Like
try the croffle.
yeah.
So these are really, really interesting. These croissant waffles.
Yeah. And if this looks good to you, click that like button.
Yeah.
Let's see how many people like it.
Well, I wish you could smell it.
Oh gosh, that smells like Disneyland.
Well, wait till you taste it. So it's infused with cardamom spice.
What?
Yeah. So take a bite of that. The top is lightly glazed. I feel
Hold on,
like a spokesperson.
let me alk my hands.
Yeah.
They're alcoholized. Do you have any alcohol in there?
Should I feed it to you?
All right, it's kind of weird.
There you go, sweetie. Oh.
That's a good waffle. It's different consistency, very buttery.
Yeah.
Flaky, almost like a pastry.
Right. But crisp. It's a really interesting mix of
Very
croissant.
pastry, like yeah.
It's flaky. It still has the flakiness of a croissant, but it has a crispy.
Hold that
waffle.
still for a second. Oh wow. It's
You
not
see
a
the
Belgian
glaze on there?
waffle. Yeah, the glaze is nice, but it's not too sweet.
Right.
It's a good balance. Everything is a balance to it. I think Richard has found a balance.
Yeah.
Right.
He's really good at balancing things.
See how he is with juggling.
Yeah, he's good at that. So, can you taste the spice though?
Yeah.
Like the cardamom?
Well, it's hard because I just had the chai and the chai's still there, so I don't know if
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
tasting the after chai or the.
But aren't you glad you tried it?
I'm glad I tried. Oh God! You know what? Since I manhandled this, here, grab it
geez,
because you can
dude.
have half.
All right.
All right, that's yours.
All right, thank you. Arigato so much.
Yeah, thank you, Tig.
Thank you, Pig. Yeah, it's fantastic. But the importance for the Japanese palate is to keep it semi-sweet. Not too sweet. Sweet enough, but to have that, you get your sugar fix, but they don't overdo it. And Richard has mastered that.
Basically,
and
like your
he's-
personality, just sweet enough, but don't overdo it. Good balance.
Yeah, I can lay it on thick when I need to. But yeah, it's
Talking
so
about
good.
thick, let's check out this bike here. It's a nice tire. That's a waffle tire design.
Yeah.
Start with the tires here. Look at that. Almost good enough to eat.
Take a bite.
Uh,
So this is my custom.
what kind of leather is this? Is it real or is
Yeah,
it
it's real.
synthetic?
Oh, thanks for getting your greasy fingers on there.
Hey, you're the one who told me to get the
T-bag.
waffle.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Rub
That'll
it
be
in.
there forever.
Sorry.
Your brand on my seat. So this is my custom Bonneville that I customized. And
Hey, look, that's a sumo wrestler.
yeah, so we are in Ryogoku where the sumo competitions take place.
Okay.
And this bike is my dedication to Japan. So after being here almost 23 years, I wanted to give a shout out and to my thanks for my life in Japan. And I designed this tank. And
So
I had
you told the artist exactly what to do.
exactly.
Did he laugh? What was his thinking when?
No,
Is he
just-
touching himself?
No.
Do you
Well,
have wrestlers come by here and get offended? Do you know where
Perhaps.
we are?
Yeah, I
That's. I mean, this is where they
Well,
fight.
he's not doing a Michael Jackson on there. This is just this pose comes from somebody watching knows the inspiration for this tank. Can you tell us who knows who the inspiration for this design?
Yeah, Image Ellie writes and got half of it. I think somebody got it before there. Sumo de Milo?
Nope.
No. Hello Kitty? No.
Tell us the artist name that this
Sumo
is inspired
Venus?
by. Okay.
Sumo Venus.
Venus is part of the answer.
Corinthian leather? Oh no.
All right.
We're not gonna get it.
So the original is by one of my favorite artists. Everybody knows this painting called The Birth of Venus by Botticelli.
Botticelli. You have to say
So
it
I
right.
took that concept and I put a Japanese iconic twist on it. So Venus has been replaced with a sumo tori in the dohyo, the ring, the sumo ring, and Godzilla is holding Hello Kitty. In the original, it's I forget the character's name, but I've swapped out those characters, and then Ultraman. I do the voice of Ultraman for the English version.
Oh yeah, I was
Okay.
wondering why it seems so familiar.
So I wanted to have Ultraman on there as well. And yeah. So the Birth of Venus has been turned into this Japanese spin on it.
What's with the scarf that he has? Wouldn't that burn from his fire and excessive heat?
Well, this is not a real story, John. This is make-believe. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
You with me?
So whose face was this modeled after? Is that an actual face of somebody or?
Well, the artist, I gave him some examples of sumo wrestlers, and then he created that face.
Okay.
Brilliant artist, and then after he drew it, I sent the tank with the design to Germany, and then the airbrush guy airbrushed it.
Did we give him my money? Did I get my change back?
Yeah, you got
okay,
it.
I got it.
You got it, yep.
Just trying to remember. I don't remember. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. But the artist's name is Court Jones. He drew this based on my specs, and then Marcus, an airbrush artist in Berlin, painted it.
It's a pretty nice
So-
bike.
Yeah.
I remember when you showed me the mock-up for it. That took a while to get on there, didn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. From start to finish, I spent about a year and a half on it.
A year and a half on this?
Yeah.
Now, can it crack or peel or the elements?
I certainly hope not.
Do people touch it? People walk by there and try to peel it off? I mean, it looks like it's inside the paint or something.
Well, one guy with greasy fingers touched the leather seat once.
That's awful. If you catch him, let me know.
I will. But yeah, it was a really fun project. I created these plastic covers I distressed them. I covered them in aluminum leaf.
Okay.
And distressed them, and
Wow.
the numbers have meaning.
Look at that saddlebag.
99 is the year I came to Japan.
That's how many bottles of beer are on the wall, too.
Yeah,
99.
99 of them.
If anyone starts above 99, they're crazy. You're never going to finish it. Start at 99. The name of the song is 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall. It's not 10,000. I know some people start
That's
at
10,000
10,000.
leagues under the sea.
Yeah, 10,000.
99 leagues. 99 leagues under the sea? No.
So there you have it. That's PBG's bike. This is what it looks like if you're a bug coming in to meet his helmet. Right, like that. It's the view they get before they get squashed. So we're going to do this adventure up in Hokkaido.
We need to hammer out the details, but yeah.
Yeah.
Have you shared that with your friends?
No. So this is what we're thinking about doing. And we talked about this for a few years now. Every year I want to do like some kind of a Kickstarter or something that we can rally around an adventure, right?
Right.
So I was thinking, I don't want to do another fireworks project. I thought maybe we would ride around Hokkaido and kind of feature, while we're up there, kind of look at some of the small towns in Hokkaido that never get any kind of attention.
Sure.
And just show some of the beauty of the small towns up in Hokkaido. Probably they could use a lot more tourism. I know I'm going next week to Nemuro, which is the furthest east in Hokkaido town. It's like 4 kilometers away from Russia, like one of the contested islands.
Yeah.
We contest it. They don't contest it. So we're thinking of doing this. Please do something like, yeah, we're gonna do something different. Now I've been doing these adventures across Japan since 2003 when I hitchhiked, in 2017 when I hitchhiked from Kagoshima to Wakkanai. You remember that? That was also a Kickstarter.
I remember that.
So we're thinking about doing something similar, but this time with motorcycles. Now I got to go get my license,
Right.
which you can do pretty quickly.
Well, but you need to really get some practice in. I can't recommend getting a big bike to start with. You really got to get some practice in.
But is this considered a big bike?
Well, yeah. This is 850 cc.
Wow.
So that's pretty big. I would recommend for you a 400 cc. Nothing bigger, nothing smaller for on a Hokkaido trip.
Well, how fast can those go?
Plenty.
I don't want to get one of those little Suzukis go and you're vibrating the whole time.
No, 400 is
I want
nice.
a smooth ride.
A nice 400, CB 400 or something.
Okay.
But yeah, get your license. And the great thing about the license procedure here is you're learning from, a lot of them are retired motorcycle cops. So they teach all the rules.
Oh, wow.
And safety is number one.
Oh yeah, I don't
And
speed
you learn
at all.
lots of safety tips from the instructors.
Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really?
One speeding ticket, but most of them are other traffic violations, crossing yellow lines.
So you don't have a gold license?
It's gold now, I believe. Finally,
Oh wow.
it's turned gold.
Okay.
But riding in Hokkaido is a dream. I've ridden there 3 times, and there's very few people in the summertime. The roads are wide open, and it's a wonderful place to be on a motorcycle. And we would see some outstanding
Scenery.
sights and
I hope it rains the whole time too. That'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
Use the GoPro waterproof cameras then.
Well, your drone can follow us, right? You can set it up
Yeah,
so it's
I can
actually
set that the drone just
following
follow
above
us for 30 minutes and
Oh, that'd be amazing.
we get some pretty amazing shots. Because there's no people out there, you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it so much. We
Well,
would go to the east side of Hokkaido.
And you've been to Hokkaido enough times that you have some connections with towns and things there for us to see.
Oh well, sure. Yeah, I'm going to Nemuro, and I'm meeting with the Tourist Association, and working with a couple of projects with them, non-sponsored. Just they're helping me out with some things, and I've been in a couple of the towns around Rikubetsu, Mitami,
Right.
Kitami, Abashiri. I know a lot
right.
of people from having done episodes up there that'll help us out. We can get access to some of the restaurants.
Cool.
But I really, really want to feature small towns that have really cool things that nobody knows about yet.
Right.
And there's loads of them.
Well, and there's a lot of Ainu culture there, right? The
Yeah,
indigenous
exactly.
people.
That's another thing we could shine some light on. Go up there. How long would you go for? A week or something like that?
I would, between a week and max 10 days. But yeah, we need to work out the details. When
Can we go by ferry, or do we rent the bikes
yeah.
up there?
You can rent the bikes there. We could take, if you get your own bike, we could take ferries from like Niigata or from Tokyo into Hokkaido. But easiest would be to rent the bikes in Hokkaido and return
You
them
wouldn't
there.
take this bike?
No. It's not a good touring bike.
Okay.
I mean, you
What
gotta
bikes
have-
would you recommend then? We'd have to get the same bike. You couldn't get a better bike.
you got somebody who just chatted you.
Individually.
Hi. For Hokkaido, what's it?
Hokkaido Relief Fund,
Oh, neat. Thank you.
Rider Fund.
Rider Fund. Sweet, thank you.
There are rider houses up there too, by the
Yeah,
way. They're
there
like
are.
$5. You can get a hotel for $5 a night here in Japan. Rider houses. It's like
Okay.
20 riders in a room.
Well, that's gonna be one of the details we have to work out.
You're gonna have an all leather bike outfit. I saw these biker girls, the Japanese biker girls. They had all leather outfits on, and
Yeah.
they're biking. They look tougher than the guys.
They usually are. Yeah.
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 And I stayed at a rider house just because I didn't have any money, and they invited me in. And it was like the biker girls, man. I don't know if we're gonna see
Why
any
did
up
you
there.
even leave?
Well, I only had enough for one night.
So, but I'm not going to be going on the cheap. I know you love to camp, but I'm getting up there in years, man, and I've been
Well,
there.
we're gonna
and
have to
done
have a
that.
varied experience of the people, so you're not gonna get to sit in 5-star. And by the way, there are no 5-star hotels
I
out
didn't say
in the middle of
five-star.
nowhere.
I didn't say
There,
five.
there
I don't
ain't
need
no stars
five-star.
at all.
I'm okay with no stars. As long
Some
as
of them are
there's,
just
like,
trailers. Some of them is
concierge
just
service.
sleeping bag in the mud.
That's romantic.
Well, that's real.
Well, that's a real shame because I'm not going to be sleeping in a sleeping bag in the mud.
Well, what if
You
we
can
run
do
out of
that.
gas on the way because I siphoned some of yours out so that we would be stranded in the middle of nowhere? This is the kind of stuff that drama requires. And
Right.
you ran out of gas, but I still had gas, but I kept going on because I was ahead of you and didn't know it.
Oh, here we go.
So what
He's
would you
already
do then?
creating these fantasies.
What would you do in that situation? This is part of the.
I'd hunt you down.
How would you hunt me down? You have to find me, and Hokkaido's a pretty big place.
I'll have the drone. I'll have the keys to the drone.
Oh, you're gonna
Follow
slip one of those Apple My Square things in there, and you'll find me with your little
tracker.
Apple
The Apple
trackers.
tracker.
I'll find it, when you're 5 feet away.
Anyhow, we got
Anyway,
some.
it's still a project that we need to hash out if it's possible or not. But we'll probably do it as a Kickstarter because I can't afford to pay his hotel bills. You need a butler. Apparently, you're gonna have a butler in your sidecar.
Bags.
You need somebody to carry his
Oh,
bags.
nice. I like this model. I've been looking at those. That's the Alfa Romeo SUV.
Oh, the Alpha.
Pretty sweet. But it's okay to mix it up. A night of camping, a night maybe
Yeah,
at a
something
rider
about
house, or
maybe a nice ryokan where you could soak in
There's
your
just
own
gonna
scent.
be
Yeah.
nice places like that.
Maybe a rider house one night. I told you they get rider girls there.
I've done the rider houses. They're okay. It's a bit communal though. I'd prefer camping over a rider house, unless it's raining. If it's raining, we definitely want some sort of
What
shelter.
if there's nobody there?
At the rider house?
Yeah.
But there will be.
Well, how do you know?
Well, because based on my experience of having been there thrice,
Well, there's more than one rider house. There's like 1,000 of them up there.
but usually there's somebody in the rider house.
Well, yeah, because they got to take your money somehow. It's not like put your money in a basket. These are riders after all.
Right. Well, anyhow, it's good to mix it up.
PVG needs
Hey,
luxury.
there's a dog off a leash. What's going on here? Did
DJ
you see that?
Doomicus writes in here.
It's the first dog I've
PVG
ever seen
needs
that wasn't on a
luxury.
leash. The dog's not on a leash.
Wow, the dog's its own dog.
Get your crossbow. Is that the owner?
How does he
Right
know to cross? It's a green light. I hope he doesn't cross. I
He
hope
just
that's
did-
the owner.
there? He just defaced that power box.
Yeah, he did pee on the power box.
Hmm?
Well, the police, everybody knows, are sumo wrestlers here, so it's hard for them to chase people down.
True.
So you excited about this then? When would we go? August, July,
Well,
September?
My plan is to go in August to the States. So I generally go for a few weeks. So if we target like the end of July, the tail end
That's rainy season.
in,
Not
in
up there.
Hokkaido.
Oh, right. Hokkaido's got a different season.
Yeah, they don't have a rainy season there.
Interesting.
So end of July, like maybe 25th, 26th until like the 6th of August or 5th of August, something like that. I think would be a good time to go.
I need time to get my license. Now, where's the best place to do that? Should I stay in Tokyo or go to like one of these motorbike camps on the countryside? That's how
Well-
people get their license who suck at driving. They go to the middle of the countryside where there's nobody there, and they just pay a lot of money, and they get a license in 3 days. I heard that this is
Well, I went to the in Meguro. There's the Hinomaru between Meguro and Ebisu stations,
true. Okay.
and I did it in about 3 weeks. There's a limited number of hours you can go each day for the studying.
3 weeks is a lot of time. You went every day?
No, you split it up a bit, but I think there's a max of like 2 hours per day, and you have to take 20 hours in total to get the license. But I don't think you can go every day.
In
You have to-
Japanese, you did it?
Yeah, yeah. But it's, and I couldn't read the Japanese, the test, and basically, and I told the guys like, I have no idea what this says. And he's like, don't worry about it. It's basically just there's trick questions on there to see if you are mentally sane. I said, well, thank God I can't read it.
Those I got.
So they passed me.
Oh, you did? Okay, you got lucky then. I'm thinking I might just go out to Niigata to a motorcycle camp for a week because you can do it.
Say it, don't spray it.
Sorry, they can't get
John.
some spittle. But if you go out to the countryside, you can do do it in a condensed amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to stay with
Well,
people.
Do
Yeah.
it.
How much was your motorcycle camp?
I think it wasn't a camp, but I'm pretty sure it's about Jugo Mon.
Oh, that's
so around
reasonable.
$1,500.
Okay.
But well worth it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Getting
This is
the safety-
Meguro. You had to go out there.
It's not that far. Meguro?
Yeah.
On the Yamanote line?
Yeah, I guess not. I wonder if
Um,
there's one near me. That's the best one, or they have more than one, or?
I'm not sure if it's the best, but they all offer the same thing, which is almost a guaranteed license at the end of the...
What do you mean by almost? Some people, because I'm gonna
Well-
be that 1%.
They give you a test. You're practicing on a course, and there's a set route and things that you have to do on this course, and you're practicing it. And so when the test time comes, you've already practiced it umpteen times,
Yeah.
and you just go through the ropes of riding this course and stopping where you're supposed to be stopping and not crossing lines you're not supposed to cross. And
Is that a 50cc bike that you
750.
750?
You practice on a 750.
What was the one that he had, the postal guy? That was a 50, right?
I think a 90.
Okay.
That's the Honda Cub.
Can we
You'd
get
look good on
those?
If you want to, yeah, really cover some territory.
So
with
if
a
I
90cc.
fail, the backup plan is to get a sidecar.
Oh,
But with a sidecar, then I could drive with my normal driver's license, right?
yeah, you can because it has 3 wheels. This is a
Aha!
good point.
So, would
Good
you mind
point.
riding in a sidecar? Could you do that?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to because you get tired.
Well, why would I need to ride in it? Because I have a driver's license.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna just want to ride. I need
Well,
to.
you got to carry our gear. The sidecar will hold all of our bags and stuff.
Oh, wait a second. So if I had the sidecar, then I don't need a motorcycle license.
No.
But I just need the sidecar. So I would be with the motorbike with the sidecar.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to carry your gear.
Well, it's not going to make any difference. It rides the same way.
Yeah, but doesn't that weigh me down?
Not really.
I got to pay more on fuel or something. There's some sort of he's got some sort of sneaky way.
I'll pitch in.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, we have to have bikes that have panniers, like side cases and stuff to
Yeah,
carry
those
our
are cool.
gear.
Side bags.
But
yeah.
whether or not we can find those in a rental bike, I'm not sure. We have to do some research.
Well, that's why maybe we get it from Tokyo, and we tell them, hey, you give us the bikes for free, we'll give you a little advertising.
This
huh?
is a
Maybe,
good
I don't
idea, and
know.
I've been thinking about that. There's
See
a
if we get
rental
some
company called
sponsors.
819. It's a national network of rental bike shops.
Do they have electric bikes? That might be an interesting thing too.
You don't want to be in Hokkaido looking
You want to
for
be in
a
Hokkaido
charger.
looking for a charger. Sorry. I know
Yeah.
because we were all worried about the environment and gas and all this. Maybe not this trip, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We've got some things to hammer out and discuss.
Is gas expensive right now? Could you tell the difference between?
I haven't really noticed a big difference, but perhaps it's coming. There wasn't
Yeah.
a major hike that I've noticed like there was in the States. But you know, when you fill up a tank on a bike, you can ride quite a distance compared to a car.
Inflation has always been pretty low here, so we don't get like massive rises like that. We've never had that in Japan.
Right. Well, the gas is expensive to begin with. It's
Yeah.
165 yen for a liter.
Yeah.
Multiply that times 4, which
a
is
lot.
equivalent to about a gallon.
It's a gallon. Yeah.
We've already been at those expensive prices.
We've been there for a while. Now it's the same price as the U.S. Really.
Yeah,
Yeah. So U.S. is complaining about the prices come to Japan. It's still pretty high.
indeed.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. So what do you guys think about that? You can let us know in the comments below. If you have any questions about school and kids, we didn't really answer a lot of that, but I think we did. We might have. But kids start going to nursery school around 1. Yeah, and then they go there for a few years, and then they go to Yochien,
Yochien?
which is kindergarten.
Yochien is when if both parents are not working, the school day is shorter, and that's Yochien. Hoikuen is when parents are both working and they stay there the whole day. Right now he's at Hoikuen? Oh,
Hoikuen,
okay.
yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting culture.
Interesting
and system.
culture. I'm just really worried about. I want them to. Well, you know what? Like, can I just put them into a school in Finland then? Apparently, they got really good schools there.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
if he goes to the U.S., I'm worried he's going to get a gun and metal detectors. It's just not a good. I don't know. It's not the same high school. High school when we went to high school was different than the high school now. You get in trouble if you're smoking. Now everyone's smoking doobies in school, and it's okay. It's legal now.
A lot of states, yeah.
It's crazy. You couldn't even smoke.
Crazy.
Yeah. We
Well,
had
I
very
would not
little-
recommend sending
yeah.
your kid to Finland because you would miss him horribly.
Well, we moved to Finland too. Sauna culture,
Oh, there you go.
good coffee.
That's true. This is true. But freezing cold in the winter,
It's true. But it's a neutral country.
not the weather.
It's true.
Well, it's a pleasure seeing you guys. Check out My Chai when you come to Tokyo.
Yeah, and go ahead, plug your show.
Oh yeah, so check out what's the name of my show?
Murder, She Wrote.
Murder He Wrote. Check out Murder He Wrote. Homicide Inc. is my true crime podcast. Get it wherever you get your podcasts. It's a weekly, compelling true crime stories, and I'd love it if you would check it out. So maybe John would be kind enough to share that link. Murder He Wrote, Homicide Inc.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the description, and he'll make a comment, some witty comment. I'll pin it to the top so you can find him. You also have it on YouTube, but it's better as a podcast. Listen in the car. My
Yeah.
parents listen all the time. They're big fans of him.
If that's not a testament,
If your parents like,
if the dogs like it,
I've got fans too because my mom really loves your show. Like, oh, that's great. All right.
yeah.
At first, it was a little weird, but now that's my target audience. Your mom.
Yeah,
right.
she likes your show.
Yeah.
She likes your show.
All right. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for coming
And
out.
thanks all of you. You can leave questions below and let us know your thoughts. But you check out this My Chai, check out his podcast, and let us know what you think of motorbike in Hokkaido and if we should do this
Yeah.
as a Kickstarter. I say Kickstarter because maybe we'll send some postcards from up there.
For sure.
We'll get Dakota, who did the artwork. He makes these awesome
Oh, for your
illustrative.
fireworks shows?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
He did all the postcards of the fireworks show. Maybe we get 2 of us riding bikes with bugs in our teeth around Hokkaido.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty darn cool, and we'll use that.
His artwork is really kind of, it's very similar to the woodblock prints, like
It is.
Hokusai that we just
Yeah,
saw.
he's American. He's very
he's American?
talented. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
His wife is Japanese, I believe. He lives down in the center of Japan, in the countryside, and he makes these awesome.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Very talented. So maybe we'll get
Yeah.
him on board and sell some postcards and some T-shirts, maybe.
Yeah, awesome.
And I don't know, hubcaps. What else can you sell? It's possible. I don't want to sell a lot of stuff. It's hard to, because the mail's not working that good. But
Yeah.
we'll come up with some ideas. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
we
you.
don't. We don't want to make a DVD, right? We don't want to.
No. We want to enjoy it, and people want to. We'll do like daily live streams.
Daily
and,
streams. I'll still make a documentary on this, but it'll be I don't know, like instead of 3 hours, it'll be like an hour maybe.
Yeah, you don't want to kill
I'll
yourself.
I'll just make only in Japan episodes out of this, and then make a video. I'll make it all one complete video.
Compilation?
Yeah, and then at the end of the trip, we'll talk about it in a special live
That'd be
stream.
fun.
Yeah, we'll break down and we'll share our pictures and break it
There
down
we
in
go.
a special live stream at the end.
There we go.
There you go. So you get to pay support with the access and be a part of the journey.
Yeah.
We'll do like daily live streams, question and answer. That'd be pretty cool. I could do that.
Yeah, for fun, for sure.
Yeah,
It'd be really
that'll
fun.
be fun. And
Cool.
that'll help pay for your 5-star hotel.
My 5-star bikers riders house.
Yeah, I'm fine with the mud. but-
Minus 5-star probably.
Yeah, all right. All right,
Speaking
guys.
of bikes, just a real final plug. I just uploaded a few days ago the 2022 Tokyo Motorcycle Show,
Oh, yeah.
and it's people are loving it. It's the full show, just walking through, checking out the.
Is that the one video on your channel that almost got 1 million views, right?
That's
From a
right.
couple of years ago, you did
Yeah.
one. That's
Yeah.
the big one.
Right. So if you're into bikes, check that out. Maybe I'll.
No, if
see
you're
John
into
was-
bike girls too, because I
There's a
think
few
you
in
might
there.
have had
There's a few in there.
a few in there.
Yeah.
Did you go for the bikes, really?
I did this time. A few years back, there was a bit more of that. The campaign Gyaru,
I feel you there. Okay.
Booth Babes. But yeah, it's mostly about bikes this time.
All right.
So anyhow,
All right. See you, everybody.
bye guys. Have a good rest of your
Stay in
day or
school.
evening.
Study.
Right. Wear cool uniforms.
Cool. No, it's not. That was kind of a geeky ending.